God's advice today. This message was lovingly prepared to bring peace and guidance to your heart. If it touches you, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. That way, you'll keep receiving uplifting content. Stay with us until the end. We've prepared something special with great care. Discover something life-changing. In the first comment, I left a special prayer and an opportunity that could open doors you never imagined. God said, "My precious child, today I call you closer, closer than ever before." This moment is not by chance. There is a holy reason why you are reading these words right now. Listen closely. The time of your pain has come to an end. What once seemed endless, the hidden tears, the lonely days, the silent cries of your soul, are all being gathered into my hands. I was with you in every moment, even when you thought you were alone. I saw when the silence of the night was louder than any human comfort. I felt the weight you carried in your chest, and I did not ignore a single one of your whispered prayers in the dark. Every tear you shed has been recorded in heaven. And today, my beloved child, I declare, you are entering a new time. Are you seeking a deep spiritual change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Imagine attracting wealth and abundance in less than a week, while blessings pour over you daily. It all begins with a simple 1-minute prayer. To discover how this technique can transform your reality, click the link in the first comment. Every step you take toward this journey not only benefits you, but also supports our channel and the dedicated team bringing you this valuable content. Don't wait any longer to begin this journey of spiritual and material transformation. Click now to learn more and begin your path toward a fuller, more abundant life. Heaven is opening over your life, and I am releasing a new beginning, not by the strength of your hands, but by the faithfulness of my love. Remember my promise, behold, I make all things new, Revelation chapter 21 verse 5, not some things, not just the small pains, but all areas of your life. I am restoring your hope, rewriting your story with purpose and peace. The doors that once seemed locked are being opened, and what seemed lost will be returned with honor. Stand firm, my child, for I am your God and I do not fail. What I have prepared for you goes beyond what you asked or imagined. Comment, I trust in God, who sees and cares for my heart. There are pains that didn't come to break your faith, but to build it. Every tear you cried was an invisible seed planted in the soil of eternity. When the no's hurt you and doors closed before your eyes, I was working in silence behind the veil. You didn't see it, but your bent knees moved the heavens. And today I tell you, the time of harvest has come. Everything you sowed with tears, you will reap with abundant joy. For as my word says, those who sow in tears will reap with songs of joy. Psalm 126 verse 5. You are living proof that waiting is not in vain when one waits in me. The long winters were not punishment, but preparation. I was preparing your inner soil so the fruits of your new season would be lasting. Where there was once drought, now it will bloom. Where there was despair, now there will be a song. I am pouring out a rain of blessings that will restore what time tried to erase. My child, I am the God who honors silent faith. Comment, I believe that God turns my tears into harvest. And now, look ahead with confidence, because I am the one who goes before you. Many thought your story was over, but I write new chapters when everyone thinks it's the end. I am the God of resurrections, the one who renews destinies and restores dreams. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth, do you not perceive it? Isaiah chapter 43 verse 19. Walk boldly, For when you believe in me, no wall is strong enough to stop my will. Walk by faith, not by sight. Do not be held back by old fears or voices that try to tie you to the past. My voice will be stronger within you. I will guide you safely, open paths where there were only walls, and cause hope to bloom where there were ashes. You are not what they said about you. You are what I declared. And I said you are my beloved child, chosen for a time such as this. Nothing will stop you when you walk under my promise. Comment: God is opening invisible paths before me. But to live the new, you must let go of what has passed. My child, free yourself from the weights of yesterday. Do not carry resentments or pains that should have already been handed over to me. I know you were hurt. I saw. I know you trusted and were betrayed. I know you forgave without hearing an apology. But now I call you to freedom. Not for them, but for you. Forgiveness is your passport to the heights. You can't fly with wings tied to the ground of bitterness. What binds you is no longer necessary. I want to see you fly, live fully, breathe without fear, walk without the chains of what's behind. My child, let go. Place in my hands the memories that hurt you, the questions that were never answered. Let me heal. Let me turn your pain into testimony, your wound into a flower, your memory into an altar. Only then can the new be revealed. Do not fear the emptiness forgiveness might leave. I will fill it with peace. And prepare your heart, for miracles are coming. And I'm not speaking of small signs, but manifestations that will completely change your path. I am unlocking doors that have been closed for years, restoring bonds that time unraveled, healing wounds that seemed eternal. You will see my hand extended over areas of your life you thought were forgotten. What seemed dead within you, dreams, purposes, hope, will begin to beat with strength again. Your health will be touched, your mind will be cleared, and your soul as light as a cloud. My child, do not let insecurity dominate you. Do not let accusation steal your faith. I did not choose you for your merits, but for my love. And my love does not vanish because of your mistakes. I am the God who rewrites endings, who changes sentences, who turns tragedies into testimonies. Nothing in you is lost when you are in my hands. This is the hour of change. This is the hour of restoration. There is no hidden thought I do not know. I know your dilemmas, your secret questions, your silenced anguish. I heard your whispers into the pillow, your silent prayer, your softly spoken doubt. Does anyone care? And I tell you firmly, I care. I see you. And more than that, I love you with a love that does not change with time nor with your mistakes. There is no failure of yours that diminishes my affection. There is no distance that separates me from you. My child, you are loved. Eternally loved. So do not hide from me. Do not run from prayer. Do not silence your faith. Come as you are, without masks. I do not ask you for perfection, I ask for surrender. And when you come near, I will run to meet you. My love does not sit waiting, it seeks you. And when I find you, I restore your identity and reignite your hope. Nothing in you is ordinary. You are part of my eternal plan. Comment: God loves me with a love that never fails. Did you know there is an effective method to attract more financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-rooted beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It has deeply impacted my life, and we would love to invite you to discover this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing He has a special plan for you. If you'd like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing inspiring and life-changing content, we invite you to learn more about our product. The link is in the first comment so you can see how this technique might help you too. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We are deeply grateful for your trust and support. Now listen carefully. Dream again. Rescue the plans you once shelved because you thought it was too late. Revive the projects that once seemed too big for your reality. Dream with faith. Plan with courage. Pray with confidence. Because now, the soil of your soul is fertile. The faith born out of pain has matured. The heart that went through the valley now beats with wisdom. And I, your God, will be with you every step of the way. I will surprise you with open doors, divine encounters, and solutions where there once were only impossibilities. My child, your strength is not in yourself but in me. And where my grace is, miracles happen. Rise with boldness. Take the first step, even without seeing the ground. I will sustain your feet. And you will see that the impossible is just the natural realm where I dwell. What once seemed unreachable will become reality before your eyes, for I am your sustainer, your foundation, your rock. Comment, God is calling me to dream again, and I will say yes. But guard your heart. Every new beginning also brings new challenges. Don't get lost in the excitement. Stay firm in me. Intimacy with me will be your stronghold. Prayer will be your map, and my word will be your sword. Choose wisely those who walk with you. Not everyone will be ready for your new season. Protect your environment. Cultivate peace. And never forget, your worth is not in what you have, but in who you are. You are my beloved child, and nothing can change that. My love is your root, your identity, your source. And so, receive this promise: nothing can separate you from my love, not the past, not pain, not fear. I am with you every day, until the end. Don't give up now. I will complete every work I started in you. What I have promised will be fulfilled. Your testimony will be a lighthouse for others. Go, my child, with courage. Heaven has decreed, it is the time of your victory. The season of silent tears, of walking without strength or answers, is being closed by a heavenly decree. The Father says, I saw what no one else saw. I heard the prayers you whispered with a weary soul. I gathered each tear and kept them as seeds of a new time that begins now. What once seemed eternal, the pain, the waiting, the inner struggle, is being swept away like dry leaves carried by the wind of grace. You are no longer a prisoner of the past nor a hostage to what went wrong. Today, God breathes into your life a new breath, a new hope, a new destiny. Heaven is moving, and the miracle that once felt distant is already drawing near. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. Child, you were chosen, and this choice is not based on human merit but on God's eternal love. Even when the darkness was deep and the opposing wind seemed to crush you, He stood by your side, silent, yet present. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Psalm 23 verse 4. What you endured was not in vain. Every painful step strengthened your roots, and every fall taught you to rise with greater faith. God saw how you stood firm, even with a broken soul. And now, heaven announces, you have passed the test. The time of struggle formed in you a heart that is stronger, purer, and closer to God's own heart. And that is something no one can take away. There were moments when the pain seemed to silence even your faith. You looked around and saw only unfulfilled promises, closed doors, and delayed dreams. Yet even so, something inside you refused to give up. That something was God sustaining your soul. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. He has not forgotten anything. The details of your story are before him like an open book. What the enemy tried to use to destroy you, the Lord is turning into a bridge for your victory. Every tear, every loss, every season of waiting, all of it is being turned into answers, healing, and restoration. Now the Lord himself rises in your defense. He enters the scene of your life and changes the storyline with his mighty hand. God is declaring over you a new season. He himself has removed the burdens from your shoulders, gathered the fragments of your soul, and is now clothing you with garments of joy. Enough of dragging yourself through the past, enough of carrying old guilt and wounds that no longer belong to you. What once was pain will now become your testimony. What once was silence will now be praise. It's time to start again with eyes full of light and a heart full of faith. Heaven is no longer silent. There is spiritual movement all around you. Angels have been released, miracles are already on the way, and blessings are being attracted by your perseverance. God saw how much you gave, how much you trusted even when everything screamed otherwise. And now he says, none of it was in vain. Everything will be rewarded, and far beyond what you imagined. Comment: God is giving me much more than what I lost. And maybe you still feel fear. Fear of being disappointed again, fear of believing and not seeing. God knows your heart and does not condemn you for feeling that way. He only asks that you trust. Surrender again, but this time not to control, but to peace. Something new is being born inside you, and it requires space. So release the bitterness, let go of the grudges, lay down what didn't bloom. Don't carry the pain of winter into the garden of spring. Forgive. Let go. Empty yourself. What's coming will be light, pure, and filled with God's presence. What He is preparing has no comparison to anything you've lived before. He doesn't just want to heal your wounds. He wants to rewrite your story, transform your identity, and reveal through your life the beauty of a divine new beginning. Now, beloved child, lift your eyes. The season of lack has ended. The promises are blooming. Your health will be restored, your soul will be renewed, and the dreams that were once tucked away will begin to come true, one by one. You are not alone. The God who began a good work is faithful to complete it. Your feet will walk on promised lands, your hands will touch miracles, and your voice will testify of the faithfulness of the one who never failed. You were led here for a purpose, and no matter what you've been through, what matters now is what is beginning. Take a deep breath, let go of the weight, and declare in faith, my new season has arrived. Heaven is celebrating your rebirth, and no force can stop what God is doing. He calls you victorious, beloved, a child in whom He delights. Comment: I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. You have endured more than many could imagine. You cried silently through long nights, prayed even when the heavens seemed silent. But I want you to know, I was never far away. I was right there, holding your soul when your knees were trembling, carrying you in my arms when your strength was gone. Now I speak to you with divine clarity. The difficult season is over. The weight that crushed you is beginning to lift. A new page is being written, a story marked by light, peace, and healing. No longer will pain govern your heart. No longer will fear speak louder than my voice. I am replacing your mourning with joy, turning your weeping into dancing. Perhaps your eyes do not yet see it, but it has already begun. The new has come, and it is greater than you could imagine. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. You waited so long for answers, for change, for a sign. And today, with eternal love, I say to you, the change has come. Soon you will see my hand moving in the details that once seemed forgotten. Peace will arise where there was once confusion. Strength will bloom where there was only weakness. And when you begin to doubt because it seems small, remember, what I bring is greater than what you asked for. But there is something I need from you. Let go. Let go of the pain others caused. Let go of the anger that corrodes your heart. Forgive, not because they deserve it, but because I want your heart light and free. Holding on to pain is like carrying stones on a journey where I am calling you to fly. I want you to walk freely, without the weight of yesterday. Get ready to step into something greater. The time of rebuilding has come. Forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, I press on toward the goal. Philippians chapter 3 verses 13 and 14. This is your moment. Child, I heard your cry when you asked, Lord, why did it take so long? And I answer you with love, because I was working in silence. I was strengthening your soul, shaping your heart to carry the weight of the blessing to come. There are things I couldn't give you before, because you weren't ready to receive them without them hurting you. But now you are ready. Ready for more peace, more purpose, more love, more of me. You don't have to do something grand to deserve this. Just open your heart again. Let me fill the empty spaces. Let me remind you who you are, chosen, loved, strong, courageous, and mine. Yes, you are mine. And I do not abandon what belongs to me. The enemy tried to silence your voice, but I have placed a new song on your lips. Pain tried to end your calling, but I turned your pain into power. And the scars that remain will be the places where my glory shines the brightest. Comment, even in silence, God was always working in my favor. Now, take a deep breath. Breathe in freedom. The storm is calming. The light of dawn is rising. Your journey is not over, it is just beginning. And this next part will be the most beautiful of all. I am doing something new, and you are a part of it. Walk with me. Look at me, not at the past. I have placed people beside you who will help you. And I have removed those who hurt your heart or pulled you away from me. Do not fear when I cleanse the spaces around you. It is protection, not punishment. What comes now is different. The people who arrive will bring peace, not pressure. You asked for love, for healing, for purpose. And I heard you. Every prayer, even those made in tears, even when it felt like you had no more strength. I heard you. Because a heart that insists on believing even in the darkness moves mine. That's why I will honor you. That's why I will bless you. Because you stayed close to me, even when everything seemed to fall apart. Comment, faithfulness in difficult times attracts the favor of God. Now rise, my child. Walk into the new. Don't hold on to what was broken. Don't cling to the shards of a past that no longer defines you. I am doing something new. And this time, it will not break. What I give you now comes sealed with my protection. The doors I open, no one can shut. I am building something deep and eternal within you. Others may not see it yet, but soon they will. Peace in your eyes, courage in your voice, light in your steps. And you will know, it was my hand, it was my care, it was my love that sustained you. I am making all things new, starting from within your heart. This message you are reading now is not a coincidence. It is my voice reaching you. It is my love surrounding you. It is my presence saying, you are far too important to give up now. Trust me with the broken pieces, with the fears you can't explain, with the dreams you thought had died. Because I am still the God who resurrects hope, who turns ruins into beauty, who writes surprising endings even after painful chapters. I know there were doors that closed without explanation, people who left without warning, promises that felt so close yet slipped away, but nothing was in vain. You will smile again, you will breathe deeply without pain, and you will be grateful that you didn't give up. One day, you will look back and say, I thought I couldn't make it, but God carried me. Trust, rest, breathe. The best is yet to come. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.